What's up, y'all? Hey, stop. Don't scroll. Don't scroll past me. Oh, it's there. You keep on scrolling. No, don't scroll right on past me because I feel like I got something valuable that somebody might be able to use. I was on the phone with one of my homies today. We was kicking it, and we was talking about doing time and how my first bit, I went down, I did like 13 years on my first bit. And he was like, how did you deal with that, man? He was like, I couldn't imagine being in that predicament, man, and what I would feel like, you know what I mean, what to do if I had to go through that type of time, man. How did you cope with that, man? And the only thing I could say to him was, I did it because I did it. I was able to do it that way because I understood what my part was in me being there. I didn't constantly refer to the proverbial they as to why I was in the current situation that I was in, current disposition. I accepted the fact that in order for me to even be here, for them or they to even do anything to me, I had to at first open the door and give place to them sentence me to this time. Basically, I'll never forget it when Judge Olabito, it was Judge Dominic Olabito, he said 7 to 15 years of penitentiary. 7 to 15 years. I can't do no 7 to 15 years. I can't do 7 days. How long am I gonna do? I'm gonna do 7 years. But as it turns out, I don't have no choice. I got to go do this time, you know? And as soon as I ride to the penitentiary, I start listening to people talking about their cases and all that old type of stuff. They talk about they did this and they did that and he this and she that and he this and he that. I heard every pronoun but me. You know? So, and that's where I differ from a lot of people because, you know, I've seen people with spots in their head, losing hair, constantly on the phone, crying, calling the streets, want to know what's going on in the streets because they wasn't able to deal with the fact that they did this to themselves. You have to understand that you are responsible for your lot in life. You have to understand that you create the opportunity for anything that goes down around you to take place. You created that. It's like the alphabet. In order for B to happen, you must first experience A to get to B. So let's not discount A and ride heavily on B, whereas if it wasn't for A, you couldn't even be at B. You understand what I'm saying? And this ain't rocket science. It ain't like I'm saying something that don't nobody know what I'm talking about. But sometimes you just need to hear it. And you need to hear it coming from somebody else other than yourself, other than your own mind. You know what I mean? Because it's just common sense. I was able to accept my circumstances because I understood that I actually did do what I was there for. That's in this particular case. Now, very rarely do you find somebody that's actually 100% innocent. I don't care if your responsibility was only 10%. You had some type of responsibility for ending up in the situation that you was in. I don't care if you ain't done nothing but got in the car with Bobo, and you know Bobo got a tendency to rob shit, but you jump in the car with Bobo anyway. Bobo robbed a motherfucker. Now you fucked up because Bobo done come out, drive, nigga, drive. You like, what the fuck you done did, Bobo? You drive off, y'all get caught. They don't want to hear, I didn't know Bobo was going to do that. Where are you responsible for getting in the car with Bobo in the first place? If you didn't get in the car with Bobo in the first place, you would have to worry about being in the popo. You understand what I'm saying? And that was the point. He said, I know that wasn't easy for you to swallow like that. No, it wasn't that easy. It took some time for me to come to this understanding. But once I did, everything became easier. And if you at a point in your life right now where you dealing with something and you don't know why it's happening, before you start pointing the finger at anybody else or at any other situation, let's first start with you. Start with you. Why did the fuck is this happening to me? 9 times out of 10, if you sit back and think about it, it's something that you've done. Something you did that caused you to be in the situation that you in. Now, you can drive yourself crazy, like I said, pointing the finger at everybody but you. But when you come home and you're looking at the mirror and you say, this is what I did, this is how I got involved, this was my part. It's much easier to deal with everything that follows. Now, I sat and I watched all day, you scrolling through Facebook, I see all kind of advice givers and people, I don't know if they attention seeking, but my man told me that what I shared with him about how I did my time and how I accepted it was so profound that he felt like I needed to share it with the world. So I'm obliging him. I'm sharing it with the world. That changed my life. Because for everything that happened to me from then on, I stopped looking at them, and started looking at me and seeing where I allowed this to happen. And I guess it might, some people might look at it as kind of Zen or some shit like that, but it's really just common sense. What did you do? You won't talk about what they did, what he did, fucking around with Bobo did. You shouldn't have got a car with Bobo. If you wouldn't have gotten a car with Bobo, you wouldn't have been in the popo. You understand what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. You shouldn't have gotten in the car with Bobo. So, I am trying to beat your ears up all night, but I'm gonna bring this to a close. But hopefully, what I'm talking about will resonate with you or anybody listening, like it did my brother who had me to sit down and share this, because he felt like it was deep enough that some more people needed to hear. It might be a lot of people that need to hear that. Don't just forget about A because B happened. Go back to that A and be accountable. Accountability carry you a long way. Y'all have a good day. Hope you see my face again. Don't just scroll by me, because I might have something important to say. All right, y'all.